brain feels fired up. The eyes even feel a little dilated. Hello there guys, and of course, come on in. Yes, it's another pre-workout review by us, the Review Bros. It's just myself today, it's Aaron, and I've got a pre-workout that looks really nice on paper. It's First Degree by the guys at Killer Labs, and look at that design. I've got to say, I really like the look of this one. Is it going to make a killer workout? Well, we're going to break it down into the usual components today, of course: taste, price, label. And let's be real, primarily the real world results in the gym. Is it going to make you crush it? Is it going to be the next pre-workout you pick up? That's what we're going to hopefully help you decide today. Stay tuned, let's get into this one. And please, of course, a thumbs up and your subscription to the channel. And any comments you have down below. Have you used this one, or what are you currently on? Let us know. So that moves us into our first segment of any review. It's the taste, mixability, least important, but let's get it through it anyway. So it comes in two different flavours that I can see over on the official website. It comes in Revolver Raz, and the one we've got for the sake of today's review is Machete Melon, which I probably would have preferred the other one. I'm not the hugest melon fan, especially if it's going to come out like a watermelon. I'm not too sure. Anyway, guys. 2 scoops for a full serve. 1, 2. In they are. So let's give it a shake, see what melon we've got. I do try and keep an open mind. I'll let you know if it's a good melon compared to other melons on the market. Taste is always going to be strong in the air. Discretional. Let's get this one down the hatch. It's unique, sour. It's quite sour. It reminds me actually of those toxic waste sweets, the melon ones, obviously. It is a watermelon flavour. It's a good melon. It does have a strange sort of taste to it, a bit chalky, perhaps like, you know, you get the powder on the outside of the toxic waste sweet, that initial stickiness. I really don't think it's a bad flavour. I like the sourness. It's very strong. You need more water than average. What would I give it out of 10? For a melon, 8.5. It's a solid start. Let's move into the money now. So it's time to talk money, and it's hard-earned cash. You'll head on over to the official Killer Labs website. You can see this very product there. $49.99. UK guys, for the sake of pure translation across, £39.46. Now, what I don't like is it heavily advertises on the website and on the tub that it's 40 servings. It doesn't go down there. We're not the biggest fan of even the 40-20, but hey, that's better because at least you know you can take it at a 20 serving dosage. Here, you have to read into it a little bit more than your typical pre-workout to determine and work out that actually you can take 2 scoops, so therefore you're only going to get 20 servings per the container. And you all know we go with consistency here at Review Bros. Maximum serving, because I do think still in this day and age most people are going to take the maximum dosage, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong in your case. Though you do the math on it, guys, by that 20 servings, it actually comes in at $2.50 per go. Again, UK guys, straight translation across, £1.97 per the serving. We have ourselves at Review Bros a consistent scale where a 5 out of 10 is what we consider to be an average price of a serving compared with anything on the market in the world. It comes in more expensive, a 3.5 out of 10. So I would argue actually it's considerably more expensive than an average pre-workout. Is it going to come forward in the label and the effects to make it worth that price point? Of course, that's what we hope for, and of course, that's what we're going to deliver to you right now. So it is of course time to break down the formula of this one, First Degree by Killer Labz. The price point is more expensive than your average pre-workout, so of course we're going to have to in turn hope the label packs more than the average pre-workout. Let's break it down. So there it is up on the screen for you to see it right now. So we're going to be going by the 2 scoop serving, the 20 servings per container. Because let's be honest, I think most of us are going to do that. Here we go. So we start off, I'm going to get straight into the meat of this label. 8 grams of citrulline malate, 2-to-1 ratio. It's a good dose. You're going to be getting around 5.5 grams of citrulline. Pumps nitric oxide production, blood flow. We got beta alanine at the clinical, of course, 3.2 grams. For the beta tingle, the itchy, tingly feeling as the pre-workout kicks in, and endurance-based benefits once the body's saturated with it. We've got taurine at 2 grams. Amino acid responsible for a lot of things. Hydration benefits, natural energy production, blood flow, pumps, even been shown to help with cognition. Jack of all trades, really. Agmatine sulfate up next at 1 gram, working with the citrulline, more nitric oxide production, helping with vascularity, vasodilation, of course, vasodilation leading to nutrient delivery to the muscle cell, water, all the rest of it, blood, pumps in the gym. We got ourselves choline bitartrate at 500 milligrams, which is about half of what we want to see. Choline bitartrate being the worst of the choline types, but nonetheless, potentially some focus benefits from that. And up next is a very similar one. We've got ourselves PEA, 300 milligrams. I like this one. Focus, euphoria, dial you in training. We've got caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams, average amount, 3 cups worth of coffee, strong energy drink, kick and stimulation in the gym. We've got Aurea Durensis 250, it's a nice dosage, dubbed a natural, almost DMHA because it brings about the same effects. Mood elevation, euphoria, mild stimulation, energy, central nervous stimulation, good vibes in the gym we hope. And we've got ourselves up next, Juglans Regia at 200. Actually, and a lot of people say this is a natural version of DMHA because again it brings the same benefits as Aurea. It is dependent on how that's sourced. We've seen it all the way from feeling like actually DMHA through to not feeling it at all. So we'll actually only be able to really tell you how that kicks in the effects segment. We come into next, Juniper Berry 200 milligrams. Now this is really an amplification method to the stimulants here. They really turn up the dial on those. We've got pink Himalayan salt, 200 milligrams, muscular contractions, pumps, hyperhydration benefits, theobromine, 50 milligrams, very low dose. We hope for a little bit more energy and mood elevation from that ingredient. We've got Huperzine Serrata, 1% huperzine. We're looking at 100 micrograms, again a lower dose, but dubbed a learning chemical, synapse connectivity, brain function, brain firing up. We've got black pepper, 5 milligrams, absorption and digestion. We love to see it, obviously important, 30-minute window after taking it to training. Let's get some of this stuff working. And we wrap this label off with last, but by absolutely no means least, alpha-yehenbine, 2 milligrams, which sounds low on anyone's paper scale, but actually that is a respectable dosage and is an adrenaline precursor, an energy amplifier, a fat burner, an aphrodisiac, and honestly, the turbo to any car. Let's see how it all comes together. I've got to say, I really like it on paper. It's leaning towards energy for me. I'm excited. Let's get into the effects right now. And of course, it's effects time. The First Degree by Killer Labz. Look at that design. I really like it. It's done well. But let's forget about the label. It can look as pretty as a diamond, but sometimes it doesn't always mean jack. Now, let's start off at the beginning. Beta alanine. I felt it. The tingle feeling, right? I felt it, but I didn't feel it crazy. 5 or 6 out of 10. Noticeable, but not crazy. Now let's move on, right? a wave of energy comes in, and I'll be honest, it's a stronger than average wave of energy, quite quickly onset. And I think actually probably even takes over the beta alanine effect. The alpha yohimbine comes in like a tank. Very strong energy. Actually, I'll be honest with you again, energy is the shining star here. I wouldn't actually say the alpha yohimbine was too much. I would say it's on the upper end, but I could handle it. Adrenaline was up, focus was up, stimulation was up, with a genuine sense of mood elevation as well. The gym was absolutely heaving. I hate that. But guess what? I went A to B to C, and I cracked through training. And actually, the energy production was very smooth, but really is top tier, top level. Just about control it. Sweat is still definitely apparent. But what I would say is actually sometimes alpha yohimbine can hinder breathing, recovery between sets. I didn't notice that. I trained legs on this stuff today, and I trained them hard. Pumps, I've got to say, were surprisingly good. Labels average for pumps. The pumps come through above average. I always do my 5-minute bike at the start of legs. They were pumped from then. Focus, again, very much apparent. Productive, like I said, ABC through training. I finished training. The first thing I wanted to do was get in the shops and get cracking through other tasks, chores, productive things. I'm still feeling dialed in now, and I took this 3.5 hours ago, 4 hours ago even. It's one of those that you want to keep going. Energy is quite a train. It keeps you going. I really like this pre. It's definitely right. It's definitely towards alpha yohimbine, strong stimulation, energy. They're the 3 pinnacle pieces of this play, and they came together nicely. Like I say, an honest sense of mood elevation. I feel good. The brain feels fired up. The eyes even feel a little dilated. Now, what's important to know is the urea and Juglans. Is it DMHA? No, but it is good. It's good. It's a good feeling. A bit of euphoria. I think that might be from the fat burning effect of alpha yohimbine, the aphrodisiac effect. But what I've got to say is it came together really well. I actually think it's worth the price point, and that's without any discount codes if you can get your hands on them, any deals, bargains, whatever it may well be. I really did like it. It's a stronger than I'd still put it into a stim junkie category. I still wouldn't want to use this every day because the heart rate was up, sweats were up still, thermogenic feels were up, and I know sleep is going to be a bit of a struggle, but it's a strong 2 to 3 times a week pre that will actually get you training hard. If that sounds right to you, check on out First Degree. Appreciate them for sending it on over. If that sounds right, cheers for watching, all the rest of it, and as of course always guys, stay stimmed. Let's do this.